Welcome back to the channel. Let's get straight into it. Politics in the hood. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
It's my cousin's birthday, so tonight, I want to say the night before, Nip took us to Wally's, Beverly Hills. Me, Pops, and Adam, my cousin Adam, and just had a long talk with bro, you know. Not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of big politics getting into it with certain people. You know, Hussle had DJ Khaled in the hood.
It's a lot of layers to the story. It was about potential we all had. How somebody from Crenshaw Sauce with just an idea and a vision of something he wanted to make happen. My early childhood, we was all together. We lived in my grandma's house. We used to sleep in the same bed, me and my brother and my mom in the back bedroom. So I was happy with our early life. The 90s in LA was epic. The riots was going on. The gangbanging shit was at an all-time high.
Home turf of the rolling 60s.
And that's the era we grew up in.
Hey, boy, West Side 60, y'all know what's happening. Trust me, boy, TV, we out here. Hey, they don't want to let the homies in. Hey, folks, that's it. More restricted videos. No, what's Hey, boy, what's up, bro?
Crenshaw Slauson in the Crenshaw district. Well, this is where really the Nip Hussle story started. How I want my career to be. I wrote it down. What became Slauson Boy Records? What became All Money In? What became The Marathon? What became Nipsey Hussle? Me being from over here, you know what I'm saying, representing this area, or being accessible to the area, affects my career in a negative way, you know what I'm saying, I'm just taking that one on the chin. And the things that you sacrifice, this is what life is all about.
So what's happening? Firstborn, man, say what's up. What's up, man?
You see your daddy?
You see my boy?
Faith is a required element on your marathon to success, on your marathon of life.
This is the biggest grand opening of any business anywhere in Southern California today.
Grammy nominated. Yes. Nipsey Hussle is in the neighborhood.
It's your footprint in the sand, and you know your dent in the universe.
This is our opportunity.
You made me laugh. Hold on, you made me laugh. Good job.
The impact on the world around you.
Seems like every dollar he made, he put back into the community.
I want him to say that he wasn't afraid to live, chasing a dream, loving, being real, speaking the truth, voices for people that didn't have a voice.
100%, man. I think, man, we just, it's my cousin's birthday, so tonight, I want to say the night before, Nip took us to Wally's, Beverly Hills. Me, Pops, and Adam, my cousin Adam, and just had a long talk with bro, you know. Not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of big politics getting into it with certain people. You know, Hussle had DJ Khaled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, you know, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. Back, we not playing, ain't nobody saying nothing to Khaled, ain't nobody doing nothing to Khaled, and he's straight. And Hussle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that. And did the video. Khaled got out of there perfect and smooth. And, you know, we appreciated Khaled for showing up, coming to the hood and doing the video. And, you know, we knew that this was gonna be one of them videos, man. Hussle brought DJ Khaled to the hood, and you know, had John Legend in the other scene. So we at Wally's, and we just chopping it up about a lot of shit, man. Just, you know, making sure that we on point in security, and when we pull up, it's, you know, we like, Hussle, when you pull up to the shop, call us. He like, bro, I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. I'm not calling you niggas when I pull up. And we like arguing and just, you know, but turn into, you know, a little bit of that, and then back to you know, celebrating bro Adam's birthday, and Hussle got us the back room, and you know, a family there chopping it, and just us four, and we stayed there forever, man. And when he walked out, we all walked out the back room of Wally's. I think Rivera, one of the guys that filmed the video, just happened to be there. And so he see us walking out, he's like, oh, Hussle, what's up? And he's like, man, what's going on? He's like, bro, they just sent me the first edit of the video. And so he pulled it up, and he like, man, look at this, bro. You look amazing, bro. You about to do the movies after this. Look at this shot. And so Hussle seen it, and Hussle was smiling. Hussle was happy. He seen the shots of the video. He's like, man, he's telling him like, bro, ain't no more small time shit, man. After this, nigga, your shit going out the roof. And so, you know, we was all happy and shook hands with them, and then we left. And that was the last interaction, bro. Sunday, regular Sunday, man. I think we had spots in the hood. So one of the spots we had a little weed spots, 24-hour spot. And I think it was my boy who usually do one of the shifts. I had to cover one of the shifts, and so I was in it all night, and I end up, the morning shift came in, I ended up leaving. And so my goal was to go to the house and sleep a couple hours and then go back to the shop and close the shop up for the rest of the night. And so I'm at Granny's house, sleep on the floor, and this phone just going crazy, man. It woke me up, and I picked the phone up, and you know, forget who called me, man. I just hear people screaming in the background, and they're like, man, you know, bro got shot. So I just immediately just run out the house, and jet out the door. My grandma was in the living room watching TV, so she seen me run out, didn't close the door, just got in the car. Grandma's on 5th in Slauson, so the shop is maybe like 6 blocks away. So I just ran every light, every stop sign, and I get there, and man, it's just going crazy, man.
It's the dramatic last video of rapper Nipsey Hussle, gunned down in Los Angeles. Paramedics worked frantically to keep him alive. Bystanders are in shock.
Are you serious?
He was very well respected, so this is a huge loss.
Old school play the OJ, trying to make a slow change.
Nipsey Hussle's stunning death is trending #1 on Twitter. Celebrities are flooding social media. This doesn't make any sense. My spirit is shaken by this, tweeted Rihanna. R.I.P. Nipsey. I just spent Thursday with him filming a video for a beautiful new song, wrote John Legend. From Jada Pinkett Smith. My heart bleeds for all those who love him. Basketball great Steph Curry spoke about him at a post-game press conference.
Definitely a sad, tragic event. Obviously, send prayers to his family.
Here's Jim Murray.
This is where Nipsey Hussle was killed, outside his clothing store in South L.A. The gunman opened fire at close range, then jumped in his getaway car. As soon as news broke about the shooting, fans gathered here outside the store, and they're still here today.
He was doing so much for the community. He was an artist that really cared and that really always came back to where he was rooted from.
A mysterious video has surfaced of a young man claiming responsibility for the shooting. Police are not saying whether the video is a credible lead.
you know, everybody screaming, and I just see bro, and I'm just, you know, it's fucked up, but bro still breathing. I think Kev Mack was like talking to him and trying to tell him, you know, breathe, stay with, just breathe, bro. So I'm looking, trying to, you know, we need to figure this shit out. So somebody had the ambulance on the phone, and everybody screaming. I was just like, man, shut the fuck up, man. It's just like you know, take the phone, and I'm trying to talk to the ambulance. They said they coming. They telling me, you know, I'm asking them like what do we need to be doing? And so they telling me to try to administer CPR on bro, and asking me is he breathing? I'm like, yeah, he's still breathing, you know. And just try to do the best that we could. And finally, you know, police came and ambulance came, and they took him. And so I'm just praying, you know, I had faith that bro was gonna be all right, and you know, then I had a lot of people shot in that parking lot. I done drove multiple people to the hospital, and you know, I'm like, man, if anybody make it, bro gonna make it for sure. And that was the ride to the hospital, man. Just praying, and you know, I was confident bro was gonna be good, man. And just couldn't understand it, man. Just like the Twilight Zone after that. Everything I believed in, or my faith in, shattered. But
did you get word like right then? Did you follow?
Yeah, followed the ambulance, and they got out, and so I was trying to go to the doctors and the ambulance. I think J-Rock. Then one of the ambulance told J-Rock something. He came to me. I'm like, I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm trying to figure it out and go talk to them and go to the doctors. And then my mom and family was there, and then everybody's screaming.
And show you just how large this crowd is. It is getting bigger and bigger as the day goes on. People are walking up across Crenshaw, bringing flowers, balloons, anything they have to pay tribute to this man who, in many, many ways, was an icon in this community.
This was not a chance encounter. We don't think that this was a sudden engagement. The individual, we are pursuing a number of investigative leads. We're looking at video evidence. We're looking to identify a vehicle.
But no suspect in custody. When I asked LAPD Chief Michael Moore, was this a gang-related shooting? He didn't give a yes or no answer.
I think the person who's responsible for this, people involved in this, they know who they are, and they're watching this right now. And I'd ask them to surrender and turn themselves in.
You think the shooter knew him?
I believe so, yes.
Chief, why would he be a target, though? Any idea?
Our investigation will determine that. Whether this was, what drove this senseless act.
Directly above the ever-growing memorial where Nipsey Hussle was killed are 3 security cameras pointing directly at the scene. Is this murder captured on video? Is he shooting on video?
No more, nothing is out. Thank you, guys.
And then he walked away. He wouldn't say yes or no if the 2 other men shot who were next to Hussle were his bodyguards, only that their wounds are not life-threatening. And he did say that the suspect left the scene in a car. This is a freeze frame of security camera video obtained by TMZ, which shows at least 2 people running from the scene. The chief wouldn't say if there were 2 suspects at large.
What makes this especially tragic is last year, it was the lowest number of homicides we've ever seen in South Los Angeles, so the safest year that we've ever seen in the South Bureau.
The mayor voicing his concern this morning over the alarming number of shootings and murders in Los Angeles this past week alone. 26 people were shot, 10 were killed, including Hussle, in the last 7 days.
We're trying to understand the underlying motives, and some of to try to make sense of it. I don't know that we'll make sense of it.
My brother was in prison. I was in jail less than 90 days. I was on a probation violation.
In this interview with our Pat Harvey, the 33-year-old Grammy-nominated rapper made no secret that he was in a street gang as a teenager.
Y'all want to be in my documentary, guy?
In his 2014 YouTube video, he went back to the very same area that he used to roam as a gang member, Crenshaw and Slauson to be specific, a block that he recently bought and was turning his life around and the life of many others. And then came Sunday, and now the question, who did it and why? Again, a look view from the drone above this crowd at the corner of Crenshaw and Slauson. They have shut down this intersection, so if you have any business other than wanting to come over here and pay your respects, I suggest you stay away from the area. They are not letting cars anywhere near here. It is a long, long walk. There's a very strong police presence. Back now on the ground. Now, it's so ironic that Hussle was supposed to meet today with the chief and the president of the police commission, Mr. Steve Soboroff. That meeting was scheduled for 4 o'clock in the chief's office. The subject was how to curtail gang activity in South Los Angeles. Hussle wanted to do some good. That meeting was postponed because his family members want to attend, so that was put off for a couple of weeks. Again, tomorrow morning, the chief is supposed to address many issues. They are actively looking for whoever may have done this. Maybe he'll have an announcement, maybe not. But at 8:30, we should know more about where this investigation stands.
Oh, no, man. Not 100%. Like, crash out, broad daylight, whoever. And, you know, we start figuring out who the streets were saying it was, and you know, that's what the whole unit was like. Where's this nigga at? And you know, that was the mind space at that point. Aside from just dealing with, you know, the reality, you know, but it was go time, man. And, you know, they're gonna make sure the kids is good, make sure his kids is good, and make sure we keep going. I mean, you know, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop. They know we in the doorway. When Hussle pull up, we in the doorway. You're gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You're gonna see one of the team members in a hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hussle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they just fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, the boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation. Probably seen nobody was in the doorways. Checked Hussle had on shorts. Checked everybody else. Left. They say came back with a red shirt on. Tiptoed through the alley and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS did it. That's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately. But he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it. You understand? So can't nobody tell me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Snoop Dogg.
I watched Nip grow up in front of me. I watched him grow into a full-grown man and an incredible young businessman. I still remember the first time when he pushed up on me with his tape. Most rappers, when they push up on Snoop Dogg with a tape, this is their line. Hey, dog, listen to my music. I can make you $1 million. Nipsey's line was, hey, homie, listen to my music. Just give it a listen. That's it? No record deal? You don't want to get put on? So to me, he had vision to know and understand that I don't want to be handed out nothing. I'm gonna come get mine. But at the same time, looking for that clarification, looking for that confirmation. You know, just listen to it, homie. The first time I got his CD, I didn't listen to it. I told him that. I kept it 100 with him. I'm like, K-Mac gave me your CD at football practice. I wasn't listening to that. I was at football practice. Then, about a week later, he gave me another CD, so I'm rolling up a blunt in the back seat of the car on the CD. So I open the CD up. The homie know. Cuz no. He know the story already, so I'm just telling y'all so y'all be enlightened. So I took the CD out, and I popped the CD in. I was like, damn, cuz it's hard. So I'm like, K-Mac, cuz, the little homie hard, cuz, let me get down with it. Long story short, we ended up connecting. We ended up making music together. We ended up making a brotherhood. We ended up creating a bond. We created something that was special. And what was crazy was, when he first started, a lot of people was like, you know, he looked like me, he this, he that, but I don't think so. I think, you know, it was the fact that he was tall, he was lanky, he had braids, he had that LA mentality, and he claimed the game, so I mean, it was natural to be categorized. But one thing that me and Nip had was a kind spirit. We had that spirit of love. Like Sam said, just magnating, like people magnate to Snoop Dogg and they magnate towards Nipsey. It's like when we met each other, it was like a magnet coming together. We had the same spirit. But what was crazy was Nip mentality was stronger than a rapper that's been in the game for 15 years. And I'll give you an example of that. One of the first conversations me and Nipsey had, he was talking to me about, hey, cuz, you need to do a amusement park, cuz, doggy land, cuz. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, cuz, with 40-ounce roller coasters and, you know what I'm saying? You Snoop Dogg, cuz, everybody come see you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, come check your amusement park. I'm like, cuz, you tripping. So he kept, like, every time I would see him, he would always bring it up. He would bring it up. So, like, the 5th time he said it to me, or was it the 6th time? Yeah, the 6th time he said it to me. Let me get politically correct. Yeah, cuz the 6th time he said it to me, I said, Nip, why don't you just do it for me, cuz? Because I don't understand the dynamics of what you're saying, cuz I'm an old school, I'm ABCD. You didn't went off into the matrix, cuz. You gotta... So with that being said, Nip ended up creating a square, and he ended up buying property, and he ended up having things like Vector 90, and he ended up doing things in the community, and he built his own doggy land. He built his own world. He built his own thing that people from around the world is starting to come to, take pictures of, stand in front of, immortalize this man. The things that he wanted for me, he did for himself. But he had vision for me that I didn't even have for myself. So I want to thank you, mother and father, for bringing Nipsey into this world, for giving us Nipsey. I thank y'all for that. And for those that knew Nipsey Hussle personally, you knew he had nothing but love for every gang member from Southern California. I don't care what neighborhood you was from. One conversation that me and Nip had once upon a time was, cuz, you know the Trays like your music too, cuz. He like, no they don't, cuz. I'm like, yeah they do. Everybody like our music, cuz. It ain't like that. When you make music and you come from the dirt, one thing about a neighborhood, we gonna respect another man from another neighborhood, even if he ain't from our neighborhood, if he come from where we come from. And I explained that to Nip. And when I was explaining it to him, he was getting it, but he wasn't getting it. But I was like, look at what you're doing. You make records with YG. You make records with Game. You made records with Problem. You making records with Bloods. Crippin' and Bloods making records, and y'all really love each other, and y'all bonding with each other. Y'all pulling up together. You in their neighborhoods. You loving them, and they loving you. You are a peace advocate, Nip. That's what you are. And the reason why I know this is because that's what I am. You know, real recognize real. I know what he is. I know what he was. And the marathon is going to continue. Look at the love. Look at the spirit. This man, I'm gonna end it like this. This man got a letter from Barack Obama, man. My last words will be, for God so loved the world that he gave us a good crib. The late, great neighborhood Nip. Rest in peace, cuz. Nate.
I would like to give a special shout out to Big Boy. Been knowing him for years, since the early 2000s. Thank you for doing this interview. Definitely was appreciated. You guys please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you for tuning in.